to the audio, because if you listen to the audio, I state what I just said about the Kevin Iole fight and the two other fights as well. Not only that, those guys I personally know told me. So that's why I'm like, man, y'all lying. But then all of a sudden, after that fight, everybody from the commission leave, and they withdraw from their positions, but it was never talked about.
These are things. I asked that because these are things that we got to look for, and why we bring different fighters each week to talk about different stories of some shenanigans that happen behind the scenes before fights or even after fights. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, bro.
That was I always wanted to know what was the outcome of that and who were those two guys. And
those two guys from the commission. They was from the commission. Wow. Like I don't remember their names or anything. I don't even know if they still with the commission. You know what I'm saying? Because of course we haven't fought in Vegas or whatever. Well, Deontay hasn't fought in Vegas or anything. Even when I was out there with Norman for his fight, previous fight in the fight he had, 2 years ago in 2022 fighting I forget buddy name U.S. Olympic team. I didn't see them then. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like damn, like I don't even know if I'm gonna see them again, because at the same time, after that fight, a lot of people resigned. A lot of people resigned, and it never got talked about. It was just funny. A month after they fight, people resign. Crazy.
That's bananas.
That's the commission, though, man. Because like I said, I didn't been around commission where they keep you in the know. They keep you them. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? I didn't see some janky them commission where they sign off on hand wraps and gloves, and this dude was turned this way on his phone the whole time, and he just looks back. Oh yeah, all
right. Man, listen, I be trying to tell people like, and people, they just act ignorant to the fact that this stuff can't happen. It can, man. Even on a level I am, like, even on a I guess you could pretty much say a novice level. You know what I'm saying? Local area, regional area type of fighter, right? Club fighter, right? There's been times the commission, he'll be in there, man. He might be texting, he might be turning around talking to this person, team you over again, getting your hand take. Hey, coach, hey, man. You know what I mean? So coach might try to add an extra layer and all that old stuff like that. So like they ain't really paying attention to everything you're doing. This is a fact. This ain't a lie. This is a fact. Even when I fought on the B-side of North Carolina, not the what's his name? Not the Donnie Marshall fight, but the Brian Mullis fight when I came to North Carolina for a second time. When I actually fought at 140. I think we weighed in like 143 or something like that. Right? For that fight. It wasn't no commission in the room.
Jeez.
I've seen that before too.
It was no commission in the room. They just came back and put an X on my gauze and went on about their day. You know what I'm saying? It like I know for a fact what fight that was. I think it was the Stavern 2 fight, if I ain't mistaken. Man, shit, the commission was standing at the door. He was standing at the door. He only came in, he watched Deontay rap or whatever case may be. Other than that, man, he was at the door. These guys just don't be, zoomed in on everything you're doing. Nah, man, they be texting, they be laughing, talking to the team, everything. They ain't just, when I think the only person, I can't think of his name, when we fought in LA, when it was the first Fury fight, that was the first time I seen that man pull up a chair, sit right there and then say nothing to nobody the whole time, watched him pace back and forth, walk, went to the bathroom with him and everything. That was the first time that I ever seen that. For sure.
Wow.
For sure. And like I say, and the King Kong fight too. I can't forget that the King Kong fight too. That was the only 2 times I ever seen somebody really just lock in and pay attention.
Was that in New York?
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, because I've heard New York is really strict when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Well, my friend has told me that they walk you to the bathroom sometimes. I mean, I know it's not going to be all the time, but New York, they say, is really strict.
But that only fight that because he fought in Barclays a lot of times, but definitely for sure the Ortiz fight. The Los Angeles fight with Fury, the first fight. The first fight, and definitely the third fight. Now it was like 5 of them in the locker room for the third fight. It was like 5 of them, all of them in the chair with their suits on, just sitting there, all of them. Yeah,
Shouldn't have to go through all that bullshit for them to raise protocol though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right. I mean, you're right.
Like
You're right.
especially like you saying, your fights is a sport, but when you get up on that level, it's a business. If it's
Yeah.
really a business, if it's really a business, why isn't it more stringent? You know what I'm saying? Why still damn letting shit fall by the wayside? You know what I'm saying? Or is it because my envelope was there going a little fatter this fight? You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you know what's crazy? Like I said before, man, Holyfield, man, just getting the knowledge from him. You know what I'm saying? Even Big George before he passed. You know what I'm saying? Him telling Deontay stories that I was privy to listen to. You know, it's certain little gestures. You know, they would do in the ring. You know, I don't know exactly what the gestures was. I have to ask Deontay again, but it's certain little gestures they do in the ring so the referee can help you out. Like basically, pretty much indicating I got some loot for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, like for sure these old school fighters. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They're there for sure. This definitely was said. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul, but you know, Big George, Vander. You know him and Vander close. He was close to Big George too. You know what I mean? But what's my man from London, UK? With the Lennox Lewis, they really be knowing what's going on, man. It's just I actually got a chance to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I know I ain't like I'm in tune. Like, oh, okay, so the business. But like you said before, you would think it would be more stringent, right? You would think, but commissioner like, hey man, we got a little money going on right here, man. You gonna have to,
Don't mess that up.
yeah.
Well, it's funny because I think about when I interviewed Stitch Aran, and we brought up gloves and wrapping the gloves, and we brought up I don't know how it came up. We brought up Margarito and Cotto, and he said that he always thought it was suspect that Margarito's coach, like when you wrap, because I guess Stitch sometimes does the gloves too in certain fights, or maybe he started doing that. Is that when you do the wrapping of the gloves, you put all the equipment on the table, everything's up there, right? But he noticed that when Margarito's coach was doing it, the guy that was wrapping Margarito's hands, is that he maybe some stuff here, and then he kept reaching down to his bag and stuff like that, and he always thought that was suspicious and wondered why nobody really pointed out to that, and that's why Stitch believes that Margarito was a cheater, is that because whenever they wrapped his hands, the guy never put all the stuff on the table, the tape, the gauze, everything, that he was always going back and down to his bag to come back. And he said that was suspicious. And, so I was like, wow, I never thought about that because, I'm not back there. So this is why I ask these questions to learn what really goes on in the dressing room. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, so
it'd be a lot. Like I said, it'd be a lot of stuff, man. Like I say before, man, I just be like, wow. I just be like, wow, but it's it'd be a lot of weird stuff, man. It'd be a lot of weird stuff, and like I said before, even from just even with that whole situation, it's like let's say the second fight, right? I got this. I think I got a video of it, but when people talk about the water and stuff like that, right? But was the funny part about it is if you watched us coming to the arena that day, I was actually behind Deontay and Chantel. Well, I was walking beside Chantel on the other side, basically in the formation of how we walk to make sure Deontay's good from his security. And if you watch us come to the locker room, I kind of bend this corner, going into the locker room. It wasn't like I just went and turned. You know what I mean? I bent the corner and got in front of them for a reason. Because there's this big ass bucket outside, nothing but water in it, right? And I remember Joy asking me, like, bro, what's some water at? Now my dumb ass, guess what? I go grab that bucket of water. I go grab one of the waters out the bucket. The first thing Joy said, bro, we don't know where that water been. Fuck it. I'm finna just give him some drink who he's sponsored by, Recover. At that time, he was sponsored by Recover, right? And shit, I know people, laugh about the whole water thing, but at the same time, I was almost responsible for that shit because here it is. I'm about to give him some water out that bucket. Not just thinking, shit, here goes some water right here. You know what I mean? Not even using my head at the time because I'm moving around and trying to get shit done that I need to get done too. You know what I'm saying? Working. And here it is. I'm about to give him some water. But he said, nah. And what's crazy is in most locker rooms, you don't supposed to drink no colored drink. That's what they call like a colored drink. Most of it supposed to be like water in certain, certain I guess you say certain states. You know what I mean? It'd be like you drink water, it got to be clear. So that's why I was like, damn. You know what I mean? And it may be certain little stuff like I say, Fury didn't want to drink no water. Then he's already had videos about not drinking water after fights and stuff like that because these guys know the cheating that goes on. You know what I'm saying? So maybe a lot, like I say, one of the reasons why we walk in formation like that is because you don't want nobody to touch your fighter before the fight because you don't know what that person have on their hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of little stuff that I was privy to learn and understand. It'd be a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. I learned a couple of things from a manager that I know, being with him with his team. They usually buy their stuff fresh from the store around the way, and that's what they use during their fight. They don't take nothing from the arena, nothing from the hotel, nothing. It's whatever they buy personally, and that's for the fight. He goes with the coach, and he goes with one member of the team, and then the fighter's there, usually just hanging it, but the fighter's trusting the manager 1,000%. And I've seen, my guy Ricardo go, and he gets everything, rounds it up, and this is what we use for the fight.
And not that same situation was funny is because I know a lot of people was like, well, he ain't get on Jay, he ain't get on the white man, and da. But guess what? I know for a fact because me and Jay walked past each other. I'm talking about way down the strip. You know what I mean? Way down the strip. I was going past Caesar Palace. I'm way down there trying to get some shopping in. You know what I'm saying? Before the fight. I see Jay walking back. I'm like, what the water for? What the water for, Jay? Oh, this for Deontay. I can't get he said I can't go nowhere in proximity to get that. I gotta go out and get that. So I knew Jay brought his own water. I personally knew that. That's why people don't know that because I never said nothing about that. I personally knew that. You know what I mean? But maybe a lot, man. Listen, it'd be a lot of stuff, bro. It'd be a lot of stuff, man. And if you're not careful, they gonna snake you.
Yeah,
that's why they say this is a snake business.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Wow.
But man, hey, thank you, bro.
Man, thank you, bro. Like I say, man, I got on the B side, man. Like it's just man. Like I see and know a lot of stuff, man. And they gonna try to put you in the biggest disposition you can be in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I got one more question for you, bro. And this is a personal one for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we two Southern boys. We country bumpkins, right? I'm from Texas. Right. You Florida, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you this, bro. And it's really been heavy on me, like seeing all of the stuff that's transpiring with B and how he had to, get it out the mud. Do you think for boxers in the South, and you can kind of correlate your story with this as well from the B side, bro, do you think like boxers from the South have it a little bit more harder than say a boxer from the East Coast or the DMV or from Cali or from Vegas? Like what has been your experience, you being from the South as well and watching boxers from the South as well, like kind of rise to the top or get it out the mud? Like, could you give us some stories on that real quick, bro, before you go?
Yeah, it's a yeah and no. Reason why I say that because Georgia won, like I guess now since I think Tank first fight here was 2019, right? When they fought Yukiura's Gamboa. That was the first time, especially in Atlanta, that you seen everybody kind of click up and unite. You know what I'm saying? And we had like 2 or 3 fighters from Atlanta on that card, right? But the thing about it is, when after finished playing college football, I did 3 fights. No. I did 4 fights in Tennessee. I did 1 amateur fight here, but the 4 fights in Tennessee, it was different. Why was it different? Because one of the coaches that coached me, he was already a part of the Olympic team. So we already had exposure to going different venues and different smokers, because they call it, they call them shows smokers. So we had privy going to different smokers: Alabama, Tennessee, New York, Colorado, and Missouri. So we was getting out there. You see what I'm saying? And we was going, and they would have like different camps too. You know what I'm saying? Because they called the YCAP program, basically like the YMCA, but for kids. You know what I'm saying? Or young adults. Especially in the boxing program that they committed together. So,
Right.
but in Atlanta is different because you got all these gyms. They ain't thinking about the bigger picture. They going against each other. I'm like, people, what are y'all doing? Like, so much bigger than just Atlanta, just Georgia in general. Like, that's retarded. But even when you go down to Florida, it's not like that. It's not like that in Florida. In Florida, they fighting. It's not like that in Texas, right? But when we go to these shows, we look down upon is because of the way we think. Like we won't take our guys to these shows up north. You know what I'm saying? The only time, or to a smoker show, only time we're gonna show up is if it's a world ring size, or if you got the golden gloves, or you got the USAs, you got the junior JOs. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only time you really gonna see people from the South.
Gotta be a globetrotter, man.
When you got California, New York, and Kansas, and all them, man, they taking flights over here. You know what I mean?
Ohio too.
You know what I mean? It's serious business. As to where in the South, man, you might have one or two kids who gonna go do their thing, and that's because he already got a name. But what about the ones who don't? You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna say, well, we ain't got the money and this, and so you mean to tell me you can't get out here and do no fundraisers, you can't raise no money, you can't talk to your I guess you could say the mayor of your county or city. You can't do no talking. You can't talk to the police department to give you some money. You
Can't
mean
fry no fish plates, no nothing.
So so it's crazy because in the South, it's like we don't understand that part. That's why we get looked down upon. If you ask me, because like I said, when I first got to Georgia, but when I returned home from college, from staying in Tennessee, man, I'm like, oh, y'all niggas tripping. This gym mad at this gym, and this gym don't like this gym. Man, listen, bro, I don't care about none of that because I ain't trying to be no gym fighter. Y'all focus on the wrong thing, man. It's bigger than that. But it wasn't until Javante fought here that everybody started coming like this. And then that's when you seen like guys that start, like my coach currently, Mustafa, he kind of changed that narrative because now he's going to Philly. Now he's going to Florida, or he might go to Texas, or he might go to Kansas. He's taking his guys, and a lot of these other guys are starting to follow suit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other guys are starting to follow suit. Like, damn, bro, really getting out. But see, what happens is they hate on Mustafa. Oh, he don't know what he's talking about. He's just an Instagram coach, or he just like the social media. But in the actuality, he's taking his guys around, and not only is he taking his guys around, now his fighters are who the fighters that's on a big level come and see for good work when they get here to Atlanta now. See what I'm saying? Now the bigger fighters or guys who used to be in the amateurs, they looking at Atlanta or Mustafa like, damn, he always taking his fighters to get that work, get his experience. Now them fighters, now they able to hang with these top tier fighters and all these top tier fight. That's why you see guys like Tank, Bud, Xander Zayas, Jamil Herring, Shakur, all them guys come to our gym when they in Atlanta because they know where to work at. You know what I'm saying? As to 10 years ago, shit, you wouldn't know who had to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think, bro. I just think that we looked at it in a certain light because we don't try to go out and get no work.
Yeah.
Now we do, whether it's a smoker show or whether we coming out there for 2-3 days just to get some work. It wasn't no traveling. People, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, listen, you got teenagers, right? Nowadays, teenagers walk around with wide for the money. They flexing on the IG. So you mean to tell me you can't give me $100 and you got 15 fighters? Everybody put $100 in, bro. Listen, we got enough the gas to get there and back. We can pile up in the hotel room. We can bring sleeping bags. We can move the bed out. You know what I'm saying? We can move the bed. We can all sleep on the floor. We got a van. You know, they got the big vans now. You know, the 18s.
Yeah, 15 passenger vans, all that. Yeah.
So it shouldn't be no reason. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no reason that can't nobody load up, go get that work, come back. We ain't got to stay a whole week. We can stay 2-3 days. And on the third day, 4 in the morning, come on back. We got enough money to get there, get a cheap motel. We ain't got to stay in no hotel. We can stay in the motel. Get our work in, come back. And that's why I think that where we fail in the South at. But I think it's starting to come back around now because people starting to follow the footsteps of Mustafa. I ain't never seen so many people from Georgia start traveling until he started posting where he going. You don't know what move might be at.
But that's important too, because I think two things. I think was it Monty Powell that was kind of referenced to that as well, as well, like the Southern fighters.
Monty Powell,
yeah, he was on here. He said the same thing. And then another thing is that now we're in the age of social media, and I know fighters up here in New York. You know, New York gets a lot of attention, you know, because of the Golden Gloves, and I'm sure there's Golden Gloves in other states, but for whatever reason, they get a lot of attention. But there are fighters where, you know, they spar with known fighters or up and coming fighters, Olympians or whatever. But then the people that spar with are not sharing, like, yo, I just sparred with this kid. Look out for this guy. And it's like, you know, it's I don't want to say, you know, we use the word hate a lot, but it's like hating. Like, you know, for example, I'm gonna use my guy, and the guy did a good job, but there's times it doesn't happen. I have a guy here from the Bronx. He went down to Houston, sparred with Shakur. What does Shakur do? He posts him on his Instagram and say, yo, I did some good work with this kid. But there are fighters that are not like Shakur that would do that for another fighter. And that's what I think is messed up. I think that's hatred. Like they hate, and yeah, they get into work, but they should post and say, look out for this young kid from South Carolina or from ATL or from Tennessee, because there's not enough eyes on fighters down in those locations. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you got named fighters that can you know promote those fighters and put their name out there. Like, yo, he just gave me some good work. Look out for this guy. You know, and that brings attention to maybe other promoters, you know, scouts or whatever the case may be. Like, oh, let me go check this guy out. Coaches, you know. So
right. No, you're right. Yeah, you ain't definitely lying about that. But I try to, like, even though, because I ain't no social media guy, you know what I'm saying? I never posted me sparring nobody. And if I did, it was probably something that I was working on, because boxing saved my life. So it ain't something that I play with, you know what I mean? And I definitely ain't trying to throw nobody on the bus or throw shade at nobody. So my best bet is for me not to post at all. I mean, even on my IG, I don't even be on my IG anyway, right? Mm-hmm. But I always shout people out, even when I even when I spar. He from Tennessee. He was actually getting ready to fight Rolly before Rolly signed to fight Tank. And he was a southpaw kid that used to run with Caleb Plant. Shit, that was some good work. You know what I mean? That was some good work. We ended up taking a picture and whatever like that. It was another guy that I sparred from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be a hot commodity. We sparred. It was some good work. You know what I'm saying? The first day, I got the best of him. The second day, he came back, and I can say he got the best of me. You know what I'm saying? But it was good work. You know what I mean? And I ain't afraid to say, man, that was some good ass work right there. I ain't afraid to say that. You know what I mean? But I think you get people who are afraid to say he good work, and then when they say, oh, but I heard we're having a spar, and then you want to go and spend the whole show and what really happened. Nah, man, it's sparring, it's good work. Like, I'm not afraid to say, oh, bro, got the best of me.
Yeah. Bro, I got sharpened today. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I
seen, like, I was just at a damn sparring session a couple of days ago. Guys got some good work in. Mm-hmm. And one guy was like, you gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying, help me out, tell me what I need to do. You know what I did tell you? I went to the opposite corner and told the other guy what his mistakes was. I said, make him pay for every mistake. He said, why you ain't tell? I said, I was telling you when the guy kept hitting you with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, it's good. Yeah. It's good work, man.
Let me ask Tay this, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, bro. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, bro. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna keep it in the South, man. And I'm gonna based off all your story, man, your stories and your experiences, man, what do you tell these fighters that you come across or you build a relationship with, like a B Norman, or got guys that's underneath him like Lil Pop, Lil J, you know what I'm saying, out there.
That's
You
who
know?
I was talking about earlier on from the OTX, Javon Water. Like I say, it
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking Boston, bro, because there's so many names you got to remember,
yeah.
bro. I just be forgetting. But yeah,
Hey,
look,
hey, bro, I'm in the South, bro. I tap in with all of the fighters in the South for a
right,
reason. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So, like, when you see dudes like him, and I just seen him in the picture with B and Abdullah. That went
mhm,
viral. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So,
right,
like, when
right.
you see dudes like Lil Pop and B and all them guys, like, what, like, or even guys underneath them that we might not know yet, they might fight on the OTX card or another regional card or something like that. Like, what do you be telling those guys, bro? Like, what's the message?
Man, bro, I'm like I say, man, I stay in them guys' ass. Man, in the ass like
Mhm.
Matt Truck. Everybody familiar with Matt Truck, right?
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I know, Matt.
him and him and Mustafa, they got into it, whatever. He went with Bozy and stuff like that, and now he back here in Atlanta training, working out again or whatever like that. But like I
Mm-hmm.
tell that, boy, you need to get that goddamn weight off you. I don't sugarcoat it. Boy, what you
Yeah.
doing? Boy, you got bigger, boy. What you doing? Nah, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like that ain't it. Like I stay on these guys' ass. I see Pop, you know what I'm saying? Pop might lose a fight. Hey, bro, I don't fuck with everybody else talking about my boy. That was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, don't get down on that. But get better. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let me tell you what you're doing though. Let me tell you what you need to do. You can take my advice or not, bro. You got your coach, but I'm not saying you got a bad coach, but bro, you running your hands, my nigga. That shit don't translate to the fight, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I've told him, like, bro, sit down on your punch. Like I remember, like especially when he was younger, like sit down on your punches a little bit more because it was a time where I was small enough where me and him was spar. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, bro, what I need to do, and it was always good work between me and him. Like sit down a little bit more. But he'll run his hands. Don't get me wrong, he fast as shit, but he'll run his hands. But I won't feel nothing because it's ba 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 ba. It was like almost amateurish. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really feeling that. You know what I mean? The effects of it. Um, Money Pal, like me and Money still talk to this day. Like that's my go-to guy. Money, he'll be like, when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying? Not coming up, but get my feet wet with the guys here in Atlanta. Man, Money would always get the best of me, and he was bigger than me. But it didn't matter because I would always tell Money, like, bro, keep going. After he had his first loss, like, bro, what you doing? No, we need to get back in this ring, bro. Why you ain't fought in a minute? Oh man, he was going up in weight one time. I'm like, bro, why you going up in weight? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm gonna get that off you. I know how to do that. Why you ain't hit me up? Oh, I ain't know. Nah, bro, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell these guys, keep going. Like Mo Millions, he just lost a fight on OTX. Good fight, damn good fight. You know what I'm saying? On the OTX first pink slip fight. Told him, bro, that was a hell of a fight. But you had that long layoff. I still feel like you should have had a fight before then. Like I know, you get tired of taking them fighting over his opponents, but at the same, not only you ain't just gaining experience, you gaining what it feel like to be back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can use those 8-ounce gloves, 6-ounce gloves to hit the mix, but my nigga, the mix don't hit back. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of them fights with somebody. I ain't saying you got to be a hard fight. Get you somebody who's gonna mix it up with you. You know what I'm saying? See the punches coming a little bit more. Uh, Trusting what you doing a little bit more. Like Mo Millions, hell of a fighter. Shit, I sparred him several times, so I know what he really can do. And you started seeing that towards the fourth, fifth, sixth round. But you in the sixth round fight. But you said, notice I said fourth, fifth, sixth. He started late and he wasn't really trusting his defense. If you ask me, he got a hell of a defense, but that comes from long layoffs. You see what I'm saying? Well, versus a fighter who been fighting. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't take those layoffs like that. You know what I'm saying? But I would say I tell them guys that I just stay in their ear like, bro, listen, I'm older, so I of course I know. May not have had a lot of fights, but I've been in the ring with a lot of people in different sparring. That's where my experience come from. A lot of sparring. You know what I'm saying? So bro. I done been there. I done seen it, and plus I fought a 2-time former champion. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like, bro. You got to stay in that ring. If you don't stay in it, you got to go. You might have to go to Mexico, get you one of them fights. You might have to go over here to Colombia, get you 2-3 fights real quick. You gonna listen, bro. Y'all boys buying all this designer and this jewelry, but you won't pay to 1,000 for you can pay $1,000, 1,200, no, not 12,000, 1,200 over here in Colombia. You can fight 3 days in a row for 1,200. 3 days in a row. Save your money, get you a flight. You ain't got to stay at the best hotel because you coming to fight anyway. 1,200 get you 3 fights in Colombia. You mean to tell me you can't put 12? You're gonna go buy these Jordans? They gonna cost you 200. You're gonna take your little lady out, gonna cost you another 200. You already at 400 right there. Then you're gonna buy your little neck piece, whatever. You know how my heritage we do. We get some gold chains. You're gonna spend about $500-600 on that, probably even 1,000, depending on it. Here it is, you don't spend $1,000 chain, you don't spend 1,400 in a week. But you tell me you can't put 1,200 to go to Colombia. You can get you a little cheap ass flight over there and flight back round trip. Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's why, I tell them, like, man, listen, bro. I don't know what y'all doing, because if I had it that way, if I had it to where I know I'm on a B side and I ain't got to take no B side fights, bro. I can go get me some A side fights and pay 1,200. I'm gonna go do that so I can get the feel of the ring. They gonna ask you what type of fight you want. Just tell them you want a guy to mix it up with. You need that the ring experience, the ring, like they say, the ring generalship. All that stuff correlates. Stay in the ring. Stay there. Stay in there.
Yeah.
Stay in there. So I keep it real with all of them though, man. But like I said, when I think after Pop first lost, I think he was on the money team, and I was telling him, like, bro, you ain't did nothing wrong. Keep doing what you're doing, because again, the same ones who's talking about you are the same ones who's not fighting nobody. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And people would look at my resume and say, well, I get not the resume, but box rank. Oh, you ain't fought nobody. Well, who the fuck was I supposed to fight? Everybody supposed to beat me anyway. So I just tell them guys, man, like I keep it 1,000 with them, man. Hey, man, stay in there. My boy Hot Rod, I think Hot Rod, he bring a big crowd. He'll let you know, bro. I ain't trying to be Florida or anybody like that, but he's well known in Atlanta. He brings a big crowd, but he will fight you. He gonna let you know, bro. I ain't trying to be you. I ain't trying to be this person. I'm trying to go get this bread, because I know if I can get me a $25,000 fight, $30,000 fight, bro, I know what I'm gonna do with that money. I'm gonna flip that. You know what I mean? So I just tell them, man, bro, I don't hate on them. I like, bro, keep doing your thing. But that's one thing I do remember telling Pop, like probably like 4 or 5 years ago, man, bro, just sit down on your punches. You ain't did nothing wrong, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. You running your hands, but make it correlate to what you're doing inside the ring. Other than that, man, I just try to keep people going, bro. Just keep them going, because I want somebody to keep me going. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I don't know if you're downplaying it when you say, man, I ain't had this many fights and this, that, and that. Sometimes the best advice comes from cats like you. They don't come from world champions. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I don't have any pro experience, but the gyms I leave in the gym, guys still damn come to me today, man. I appreciate you telling me this, man.
No, for sure. Again, man, like I said before, man, Bomac, prime example. People laugh at Bomac record, but look what Bomac is producing. You know what I'm saying? Not just Bud, but the guys that's in this camp, the guys that's up under them, the ones that don't get talked about. Look at all those guys. You know what I'm saying? Derrick James, he wasn't the best fighter, but look what he's produced. 2 different champions. Well, 3 now with old girl. You know what I'm saying? So man, like it don't always got to come from the best fighter or the person who knows so much knowledge about boxing. It don't got to come, man. Just for somebody saying, "Hey, bro, listen, you kept getting hit with that uppercut because you were doing this, and the third." When your own coach might not even see that. So I take everything, especially when it comes to boxing, because I know it saved my life. When somebody tell me something, I try to go back and see what they see. I'm don't try to brush them off or nothing like that because I don't know everything.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything, but I go try to see like, damn, okay. Then I ask my coach, hey, coach, man, he said, but then your coach might give me, man, where you listen to other people? Well, shit, because you don't see everything. See, I'm the type of person who will go back and forth with my coach. Like before before Mustafa, Coach Cannon, God rest his soul, because he passed on me last year. That's another reason why I haven't fought too. But shit, man, me and this month, man, we used to go at it every single day. And guess what? People in the gyms were like, oh, they don't like each other. They'll talk shit about me and him, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave out the gym the same day. He might have me sparring. He might get pissed off at me, leave the gym because I ain't doing what's being told of me to do, and then he'll pull back up after the sparring, and I'm like, man, that's fucked up, and we just say what we say, and we just start talking, and people are like, what the fuck? We had that kind of relationship, you know what I'm saying? But he knows how I am, you know what I mean? When I get snappy attitude, it go quick, but at the same time, I'm always listening. I'm always down for the new information. I'm a people person, so you can talk to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna brush somebody away because everybody has an input, whether it's right or wrong. Everybody got an opinion. But I'm the type of person, if somebody tell me something, I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna go look for myself. And if it's something there, I'm gonna ask somebody. If I can't get it out of my coach, I'm gonna ask another coach. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to disrespect my coach. I believe what he's telling me, but he don't know everything. And I don't know everything. Yeah, man. So for sure.
Oh man. 503 asked that question, and it's almost equivalent to when you're on the phone with your mom. You know what I'm saying? You be, all right, mom, I'm gonna talk to you later. And then you're on the phone with her another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Bo Five, because we still got some good, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
We got some
listen, man, I got stories for days when it comes to boxing, bro. I can go all night, bro. Like I got stories for days because, like I say, but I don't, different championship world camps. I fought the 2-time former world champion. Shit, I ain't even supposed to have that fight. And then then even with Lil B, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I knew he was special since day one though. Man, I can name different guys, bro. Like different guys, man. I remember seeing Buddy from Boots Gym on Quadir. I really like Quadir, even though I feel like some bullshit what he said about Norman. You know what I mean? And then of course they had to repost the sparring footage of that. But I like Quadir. I think he gonna be one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hate on nobody. You know what I mean? I think he gonna be one of the ones. But I got stories for days, guys. Who I done seen in the gym come get wrecked. Man, I done seen it all, man. I ain't gonna everything, but I done seen. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you want to come back and do a part 2?
And we can do a part 5, man.
That's what's up. I was gonna ask one thing. Did you recommend like I mean I guess it's like different strokes for different folks, right? So there's fighters that are in for the money, and there's fighters that really want to be serious about it. I have a guy here, Emma Williams fought, I believe, last month in Texas. He fought somebody short notice, but they offered a fight to a friend of mine here in the Bronx on like 2-3 days notice, and it was good money. And he was like, nah, man, they put me in there to basically just lose and turn it down. Was that a smart choice, or what do you think? I mean, I think it's a smart choice because he's trying to take it serious, and he don't want to go in there. He's basically going against the grain. He's got to probably stop ammo, drop him or something. You know what I'm saying? On 3 days' notice, you got to take a flight all the way to Houston from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think?
Well, it's 2 things. Well, it's 3 things. Was he in shape?
Well, he's always in the gym, so he was in shape.
Okay. Yeah. They always say stay ready so you don't have to get ready. All right. Then, is he financially stable? Is he hurting for money?
Well, he works a 9 to 5, so I think he's pretty good. So, okay, yeah. I was just curious because we see different scenarios where people take fights short notice and what they gotta deal with, and it was like, why would you take that fight? Well, That's why I wanted to ask you.
And then the third thing is how old is he?
He's in his 20s. I think he's 20. I want to say 26, 27.
It depends, man. See, me, I'm gonna say yeah, because I already know the bread gonna come like that. Man, listen, man. They always say the shots that you don't take is the ones you need to take. The ones you need to take. No matter, and like I say, I truly, truly believe in staying ready so you don't have to get ready, right? And that's why you can kind of see I'm coming down now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to fight again. But for me, it ain't about win, lose, or draw for me. Bro, I know that I'm getting up there in age, but I do know that I'm 72, 8-2, something like that. But I know once I get to like 10, 11 fights, 12 fights, 7, 8, 9. So I'm able to go fight somebody who might have 16-0, 17-0, who might be paying that 35,000, 40,000. I already made some of that money with Ndongo anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like for me, bro, you get shit, but let me go pick the check up right here. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Let me go pick that money up.
He's got decent experience too. So that's why I talked to his manager and I was like, he's been in the ring with Brandon Adams. He's been in the ring with Kalen Walsh. And he's been in the ring with Andrea Holmes. So
now he might want to win, but my thing is this. But if you train like that every day, it shouldn't be no question. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I know you might want that fight camp where you studying and doing everything to mimicking your fighter and stuff like that. I truly, truly understand that, right? But at sometimes that don't even matter because they might switch some up on you too. So like my whole thing is, like I say before, when guys do that, they be scared to fight unless he ain't in shape. You know
I have to see. I didn't ask that. He just said it was 3 days. I think it was 3 days before the fight, because he had to go through and he's looking to build his record. So he's on a 2-fight winning streak. He's about to fight next week actually, but they offered a fight. So that's why I'm saying he was. I think he was in shape because he's
now look, let's say is because for one thing for sure he working 9 to 5. He get that money. He can probably take him 2-3 days off from work.
Yeah,
rest possibly a week if he got the time, right?
Well, this is the same guy that he fought Kalen Walsh, and before the fight we asked him, what you gonna do? What's your plan? He said, I got to go to work tomorrow. So and then even after the fight, he just went 10 rounds with Kalen Walsh in a close fight. I thought it was a close fight. He's like, I'm going to work, and he went to work hours later because he didn't get home till like 2-3 o'clock. So I mean, he probably could have took a couple days and came back and went right to work.
Man. Because guess what? That fight could have went to a decision. It probably could have been a close fight, or he may not have gotten the win. But guess what? Somebody gonna have him back because it was a good fight. You see what I'm saying? All that was just put you in a position to where you got another fight coming up, but you already got the money from the last fight to stay financially stable. So that way, when you get the next money, now you probably got 250,000. Now the next fight, you probably will make another 250,000, 300,000. But that's 500 some odd thousand right there within 3-4 months of you just having a close fight. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting at $500,000 on the year.
Yeah.
So I look at it like that.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody don't manage their money like you do, Tay, man. Yeah. They gonna go buy the chains and Jordans and stuff.
Yeah. But it's all about the mindset too. And that's why I asked that question, because it all depends on the mindset. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, being a B-side fighter, taking a fight in that notice, your mindset is you got to be ready for the fight, but you got to go at it maybe a little bit differently. Like, I'm not getting a decision. I got to stop this guy, or, I got to do something a little bit different than what
let me ask you this. Another fight. What is going, if you got to get a decision, if you got to get a knockout, what's stopping you from training that hard in the first place? Because if you're training like that already, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about that. Like I say, even when I fought, when we talked about my first loss, I said, it was listen. It was literally a couple days before. Like I said, my coach told me to take some time off. He came out of nowhere saying, well, they said it is at 150 a couple days later. I'm like, damn, y'all just told me to take some time off. Get there, it was at 158. Man, I'm not finna go back down the expressway when I ain't getting no money.
Yeah.
I'm finna get my money. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. I'm finna get my money. You know what I mean? And again, at that time, I was already on salary anyway. I didn't need the money, but I know what that money can do though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I know what it can do. And I did take me a couple days after that. So man, I don't know. I'm just different though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe he in it to win it, become champion, the case may be, but that ain't everybody's dream. You know what I mean? Some people get in it to make a difference. I know a guy right now who was just in Deontay's last camp, but he been begging to come to Deontay camp. Now he got a record that's shitty, but the motherfucker got almost 100 fights at heavyweight. But because his experience, he's able to keep up in the ring because he done fought everybody. You see what I'm saying? Not only has he fought everybody, bruh, he make damn near just as much as the fighters make 1 million. Bruh, he making all this money. He fighting every other month.
Wow.
Making all this money. A true journeyman. Making all this money, man. Retired from his 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? 10,000 here, 30,000 there, 40,000 here. Man, if you come on, man, if you're doing 30, 40, 50, 60, 30, 40, 50, 60 over a whole year, bro, you damn near made 200 some odd thousand.
Wow.
So some of these guys look at it differently than others. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, especially if you're going to distance in all these fights. Oh, everybody, all the promoters gonna want you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all going. And then let's just say you slip up and beat one of them guys. Oh hell, you done slipped up, beat one of them guys, and guess what? Now, let's say I fight at 154, right? I done slipped up and beat one of them guys. Now here, goddamn Chalo need a fight. He need a comeback fight. Now here it is. I done been working and fighting all these guys for $20,000, $30,000. Like I was talking about earlier, that breakthrough. Now here it is. I'm getting 300,000. So some people look at it different. You know what I mean? Some people look at it differently. You know what I mean? And it may not be the case for him, but I know for me, shit, I need that money. I need that money. Yeah.
Now y'all want to get quiet.
What? Because it froze up, or at least on mine.
I can go, man. Like
this is dope.
I look at things totally different than a lot of people do, man. Totally different, especially when it pertains to boxing, man. I be looking at it totally different. Like, nah, bro, get that bread or this, and the third. So what you like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, people gonna call you bum. So fucking what? Guess what? I'm a bum that made 500,000 while you still made that little 60,000.
Mm-hmm. If that.
If that, That's just, some people don't get to see that. Some people only getting a few grand for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying, man. But even though, like I say, even for the Ndongo fight, it wasn't much, but it was enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was more than that shit. It was more than some of the guys who get paid on OTX right now. You know what I mean? It was cool enough for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, for sure, man. I'm gonna go get the money, but then again, like I said before, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
You gotta get ready, man.
But if you train like that, you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. It's one thing to be in the gym. Anybody can be in the gym.
Yeah.
But if you train like you got a fight coming up, you ain't gotta get ready. And honestly, I actually learned that from Junior, Norman Jr.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Okay. I'll tell you, man, for the third time, we're gonna get up out of here. Tell the people where we can find you, how we can follow you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be seen, you want to be heard.
I'm on Twitter. __ Tay Jones _ on Twitter X, man. I be over there more than anything. You know what I'm saying? The Instagram normally just for my wife and, you know, send the kids. I don't even entertain Instagram like that no more. I know I just man, I don't know. I just love Twitter. I love Twitter, man. And
Can't keep up with it.
that's where I be at.
Yeah, Twitter is where I see Tay mostly.
Yeah, I be on that Twitter. Well, I love that Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. I need to be on it a little bit more. I
gotta pay attention to it so I can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because I never got caught up in it when it jumped off, and now it just look like it's something you got to be on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Twitter, depending on who you follow, I like it. I like it mostly not even boxing. I like it more for football and like college football. If you follow the right people, you get all the insights and stuff. That's what I really like it for. You know, especially I follow my team more with that too. You know, you get the news firsthand from Twitter than anywhere else.
Yep,
pretty much. Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, that's why I love that Twitter. I love that Twitter.
Hey, bro, Twitter is where it's at, man.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm on there. __ Tay Jones _ I'm on there, man. Yeah. Because I follow Thomas on that guy already. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I'm over there, boy. I love that Twitter. Yeah.
All right, Tay. I'm gonna ask you one more question on the way out the door. It could be comedic or it can be actually serious based on the person.
Okay.
Are you helping Mustafa train Aaron the plumber? Look at him.
Hell no.
Come on now, man.
Nah, man. Nah.
Try to squabble, man.
Nah, man. That man, bro. Look, man, bro, different too, man. He cool dude though. He cool individual, bro. Nah, man. Hell no. I got another fighter. I got another fighter that's I think he's 17-2. 17-4, 17-2 is one of them, but I got another fighter that I'm training.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Keep us posted. You know what I'm saying? When he gonna get active, you know what I'm saying, so we can keep up with him.
Yeah, that's funny, boy.
I had to.
No, that's funny, boy. Golly, yeah, man. Yeah.
Go ahead and get back to your evening, Tay. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? I'm gonna reach back out to you. Might not be next week, but it's gonna be in some time. But we gonna bring you back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
come back, tell some stories, potentially about your fighter that you're training. You know what I'm saying? But we
yeah. Nah, for sure, man. I like the deal. Man.
I'm gonna butt in and say I want to bring you on when I do my preseason NFL picks.
Let's do it.
Over-unders and stuff. I think you'll be good for that. So I'll bring you with me and D Free. We go and talk, over-unders. So I did good on my baseball bets, and it's still going. I do over-under team totals. So
let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, bro. Next time, man.
All right, man. Peace, brothers.
Peace.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hello.
Yo, D-Man's funny. He said,
"Oh man, that was a good one, man. That was actually our record damn longest show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it was good, man. It was good.
And I want to shout out Five for filling in. You know what I'm saying? It's a Thomas got out of traffic, man. You know what I'm saying?
And you're welcome to come back again. I mean, this is dope. I mean, you know.
Nah. I'm good, brother. I don't want to be a third wheel. I only come back if my services are needed, brother.
Nah, your services can always. You ask good questions. Though. I told you that the other day when you did the interview with Keith Cologne. You asked good questions. And
real good questions. I told him that.
So.
Yeah, man. I'm just thankful. It took 14 episodes for me to finally get the call, man. I didn't want that motherfucker to get to. I didn't want it to get to 114 for come on the show. So I'm just thankful. I made it, goddamn me. But nah, this is good though, bro. Apologies. I wasn't trying to keep y'all on too long, but I really wanted to ask Tay those questions though. You know what I'm saying?
Get it off, man. Get it off. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, this was dope. This was dope, man. Like I say, I tell Kay this all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something good over here, bro. Just keep doing what y'all doing.
Yeah, for
man,
sure.
We appreciate that, man. We really do, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all got anything else? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, this is dope. This was great. I mean, I love doing this show because it's to me it's educational. It teaches people things on what's been going on in the business. You know what I'm saying? In the ring, out the ring, and stuff like that. And this is stories, and you don't get these stories all the time. And that's why I like doing interviews in general and ask questions. I did an interview the other day, and we got the business side of it. We interviewed a manager, okay. And it's all about education, and I treat it like a first date most of the time. you know, I'm trying to find out about them. They tell me about themselves, and you know, we ask questions. We want to know who they are, and you know, it's an education process. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love doing this.
You full of shit, Thomas. Why you don't be asking what their zodiac sign is and what their favorite color is?
You ain't shit. Oh man.
Man, hey, on that note, man, hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stayed with us the entire time. Shout out to my boy Tay Jones for gracing us, you know what I'm saying, with many stories, many gems. Shout out to my boy 503 for pulling up, you know what I'm saying, being who he is and asking good questions. And again, man, shout out to my boy Thomas, man. You know what I'm saying? You help fuse this together, being Mr. Technical, you know what I'm saying? And I can be the asshole that I am. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, it's a great show. It's a great concept. This is your concept that you came up with, and you know, I jumped on the wagon, and I'm all aboard, and I like it. I mean, this is fun. You know, I didn't even do my regular Friday shows. I haven't done it in a minute. I'm getting grief from people from STN Network.
Oh man, tell them I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to hold you hostage, man.
Nah, you're not. It's just that you know, being a content creator, you know, I want to provide some type of substance, and you know, I like doing these interviews and stuff. I feel like that's great substance there, and you know, it's educational and it helps out, you know, and it brings something different to the table than just my opinions, and you know, and whoever else I have on the panel, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I just got to motivate myself to do it. I'll be back Fridays because I'll be talking more football now, so I have something more to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So but, yeah.
I don't know if y'all can hear that alarm going off outside. Somebody's car alarm is going off, and we're going to use that as our closing note to get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But, man, hey, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned because we don't know who your next damn guest is. So stay tuned so y'all can find out. Y'all will find out by the midweek. And who it is, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a fighter, manager, promoter, you know what I'm saying, official, anybody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that you want to see, somebody you don't want to see, but you will see them here. This has been Tales from the B-Side. I'm Tom. I'm about to say I'm Thomas. I'm not Thomas.
Damn, I'm KG.
Y'all get an opportunity at the belt for once again. We so blessed to fight him.
We're giving you an opportunity.
He got the belt.
He got the belt.
He came to y'all. He got the belt. He did not come to. That's what you say. He did not come.
No matter how they try to belittle you, attack your character, create lies and false narratives, understand two things. We dress clean and we fight clean. Salute to the clean fighters.
They claim that this community is so drug-free, but it don't look that way to me.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
As usual suspects here.